Okay. I'll stop goofing around in the challenge mode.
You're ruining this entire operation.
Look, man, look. I had downtime. I had to kill the time. But anyhow, this is Bleed 2. I'm Studio. I hope you're enjoying Heropantsathon. I don't get the name. And I love Sonic fan games. Alright, are we good to go?
Just laying it all on the table just before the run starts. Cards on the table. I don't blame you. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. So, Bleed 2... Huh?
It's fine.
Bleed 2 is a game about dashing and shooting. Like, that's 90% of this. Like, if you see me not dashing, I'm probably shooting. If you see me not shooting, I'm probably dashing. But honestly, I'm doing both at the same time pretty often. This is the sequel to Bleed 1, which was pretty much a lot of dashing and shooting. But this one has, I'd say, tighter controls because the models are a lot bigger. So you have a lot more individual control. And then also, it's got a lot more of a reflect mechanic. I've got a sword that I will be mashing the hell out of that can reflect bullets, but I can only reflect bullets that are purple. There's another character that can reflect yellow bullets, you know, mechanics. There's a lot of weapon variation in this game too. If I have a chance to try to put a shot, I'll use that big laser. If I have a chance to hit a bunch of enemies, I might use rockets. And my goal is just going to be to kind of optimize my damage as much as possible, especially during boss fights. I got hit by an enemy on the way in, which annoys me to no end, but means this boss fight's going to be a little bit slower, because I won't have enough style points to really kill him quickly. There we go. This is the big gun. It was also in Bleed 1. This gun will essentially let me do more damage based off my style. So the more I get hit, the more I don't hit enemies, the more my style meter goes down. Well, if I do the exact opposite, if I'm shooting dudes and dashing and looking really cool, then I get more style meter and I can do more damage. Because this is on the normal story mode instead of the arcade mode, which is my run for SGDQ 2017, I don't have one life, which is fucking awesome. And I can actually take some risk, and if I think I'm gonna die, I can just die. Like, it's no longer a well if I just fucking roll over and die and the run's over, which is amazing. There's also a shitload of boss fights in this game. Like, they just don't really stop. Enemies in this game are usually just kind of cannon fodder, and there's a lot of them just to block you on the way to something. The big meat of this game in terms of stuff that will hit you is boss fights. This guy, he's more about just positioning. You don't want to be too far back or too far forward because of that attack right there. It's kind of tricky to dodge if you're really far back. Also, my FPS is going to shit, but that's okay. Meta stage went down. As you can guess, as you go through the stages, it gets progressively harder. Really, it's going to pick up not in this stage, but the stage after. The unfortunate thing about this mode is that it is slightly slower for RTA purposes, because you don't save your meter between levels, and also you don't. You have to watch all those cutscenes. I mean, you skip them, but you still have to see them for a period of time. This is a kitty chopper. He's okay. The big thing is his rockets have delayed aiming. Ooh. So you have to make sure you don't accidentally bait yourself into a bad position for a second attack. This game's very hard. Used to actually be pretty easy. But then the developer actually changed it so attacks just happen quicker. Like, it used to just have more frequency of like bullets and just bigger volume, but then what was happening is all the attacks were very clearly separated, so it wasn't too hard to dodge them. Like, it was harder than the normal mode, but it was not super hard. So the developer ended up just increasing or shortening the time between attacks, which actually made some attacks kind of undodgeable, which is unfortunate. Oh, what the hell? This is going to be the rarely seen chainsaw attack. I pretty much don't use it during the run just because it is not consistent or reliable. I just got a little chunk of dashing and shooting. Succinct, I'm assuming you got done all your shoutouts and goon kisses and whatever you need to do.
Yeah, I did them earlier. Don't worry about
Alright,
it.
cool. Now, there's actually a few speedrunning like built into the game features. For example, this boss kind of sucks, like it's a story boss. So the developer just put in a skip. If you shoot it with a rocket, which you don't have at the beginning of the game, you can just skip this boss fight. That was actually a pretty good stage too. There's plot in this game. It's not much of a plot. It's there. It's kind of, oh, there's a bad guy. Oh, the bad guy went to the space. Let's go to space now. And then the game is gonna start picking up, especially in terms of difficulty. This is when I'd say like the game really starts doing stuff, as I almost lose control and fly off the edge. As for the dashing, it's pretty much, it goes in the direction of your character. It's interesting because the shooting is easier on keyboard because of the keyboard and mouse. The dashing is actually harder, so theoretically the best combo would be if you could one-hand a controller and then like one-hand your mouse, and then like that would be the best combo for control. So this boss fight's kind of nuts. There's just going to be stuff everywhere, because those enemies don't stop spawning and they actually get used in some of the attacks. And I can't get too high up in the sky because you'll run into those penguins hitting you before they spawn. Oh, damn. Not too bad, though. Getting through these stages without getting hit's pretty tough, and it really depends on what you want to do. Because the more you use slow motion, the easier it is to dodge, but it also means you're going slower. So the more you use slow motion, usually the less damage you're actually doing, and it's kind of a huge hindrance. Alright, I got Ninja Boss. Ninja Boss is... I'm gonna try not using slow motion at all versus him, but no promises. This guy's fun, just because he is straight up ninja. Oh, fuck. He's just half reflecting. The safe strat versus him is you slow down time just as he's about to hit you. His phase 2, he will reflect all attacks except the beam. At least while he's active. Oh wow, he's giving me good luck. Giving me great luck. Oh. So he gave me good luck. He let me just kind of bounce him off a couple times. Sometimes he'll give you worse luck and you don't get the knockback damage, which is incredibly high. I have a little auto-scroller phase here. But to make it tough, there's just a shitload of bullets. Like, if you like bullets, ow. They are all here. Oops. I'm doing that thing where I don't look down. I'm doing the thing where I don't look up. I'm doing the thing where I'm about to die. Uh-oh. I'm probably gonna die just because the odds of getting hit once here are super high. Also, that bullet that just flew by is actually possibly still there. Okay, it's not. So these missiles actually don't do any damage. Those do, but not when they connect with you. When they hit the bottom back of the screen, they'll blow up. So it's just dodging missiles, and the big challenge here isn't so much. Oh no, that might kill me. The big challenge here isn't so much the normal attacks, it's the normal attacks combined with the movement. Like, you have to really be on your toes to actually... Oh, I could reflect that. Fuck. I needed to choke. You need to be really on your toes to actually stay active versus the boss. Unfortunately, that death is pretty bad because I'm going to have to use laser attack because I won't have the style meter. That's okay. In my opinion, this is one of the... Whoa, that's a really slow rocket. This is one of those bosses where the luck and kind of the stress of it affect me the most, just because it is easier to choke on this boss, because once you mess up, it's possible to just chain your mistakes into each other. Like, you'll get hit, you'll fall down from getting hit, or you'll try and dodge into a rocket and you're missing damage and then you get hit anyways. Like, it's very easy to choke on this stage, specifically that boss. So, whoops, I'll take the death. Doing that boss cautiously would just be using the laser and sticking to as many missiles as you can, which is unfortunately rather slow, but it is safe. I haven't seen a whole lot of the rocket. This is a good rocket boss though, just because he will spam a lot of everything. So getting actual hits on this boss is somewhat tough. If he gives good attacks, which this would normally be it, except I got a bad order for it. You can get some pretty okay damage from that, but usually it's just shoot him a bunch and pray you can get a shot in. Come on, little guy. Let me get some hits in. For some reason, this boss is also bugged that when you kill him, he doesn't have a death animation. Like, the fight just kind of ends, and it doesn't end well. Like, it just stops. Everything just ends. And it's very awkward. Because the screen also freezes for a second, but that's okay. This is an auto-scroller section, but if you take damage, it does slow down, so you can go fast. I just would like to be safe on that last guy. So far we've only had one boss in this stage, and we've had a couple movement sections, which isn't that common. That's because this stage will make up for the lack of mid-game bosses with a little boss rush here. And if you played Bleed 1, you'll recognize all of these bosses. Because it's just every boss from Bleed 1, but now they're dead robots. It's like 4 bosses from Bleed 1, not every boss. They are changed up pretty significantly. For example, this guy didn't actually have that attack. The turn those orbs into... Oh no. They turn the orbs into projectiles attack. Which is funny, because actually the best attack he can give you, because then you don't have to deal with the orbs. They're big old worms that will hop out and just shoot a bunch of bullets, and I really don't know how to describe them besides that. The thing is, the way they can jump really varies quite a bit, so you have to be very cautious. Wow. I was hoping not to use no slow motion on that. Thought I had it. Oh god, they did it twice in a row. Something going about this boss, no, is that you can get hit by them after they die, because you don't actually stop attacking until they're fully dead. This guy, I just need to fire a lot of lasers at him, because that shield will protect him from attacks. And actually, same thing for her. She moves super fast as her gimmick, and you can't really shoot her while she's dashing. Oops. So you have to slow down time to try and take pot shots at her. Oh. It's true because of the UI. I survived the stage. Hooray! Hooray! I'll take one death. These are probably the easiest levels. Well, actually, it's like half the game is really easy just to get chunked down in. Especially as you're going fast. Because if you play these fights safely, they're actually not too tough. But this game has a lot of randomness and unpredictability, which is like, for example, right there why I was super cautious about going forward and slow down time, because I wasn't sure how the orbs were going to work out. Orbs. Ah, so you get like moments like that, which are normally you can fall down that passageway pretty safely, but when you're trying to go quickly, especially when you don't have any safety, it's really easy to get hit just with a stray shot. And this difficulty, you just don't have that much HP. Try to maximize my damage. Yep. If you beat the game on very hard, is how you unlock the heart. Normally there's a character named just I think White Mark II, I think, and he will just have the heart gun, the combo gun as his main weapon. Which unfortunately means he's not very good. Dang. This not this boss, but the boss right after this one is terrifying, and I hate it a lot. Oh no, I did that thing! I confused the starting animation for the start of the fight. Oops. That laser attack's pretty rough because of how fast it is. That first boss is not tough, but he's got a phase 2. This phase 2 is awful because sometimes you just get hit, and you can't really control it. What he does is he floats around, and you don't really have any control of how he floats. And he fires projectiles as he does so. Also, you cannot hit him while he has that shell open. So like a lot of this is just firing missiles at him just to keep getting some damage in. And I did not die. I'm actually very happy about that. I mentioned randomness is a huge issue in this game, and this section is very random, and it's a very long section, so I'm actually going to be a little more cautious than I would like to. Because you got a bunch of orbs. Fuck. Well, I don't need to get hit anymore. There we go. We got a bunch of orbs, and those orbs have properties such as some will blow up when they're destroyed. Like the yellow ones and the purple ones specifically. Like you can see the bullets in them. And the problem is that I can't reflect the yellow. Purple's not really a problem, but I can't reflect the yellow bullets. So having to actually deal with those is a huge chore. But luckily I'm through that section. Yeah, I don't know how White's supposed to actually function because you can't really. You only have your combo, a really terrible gun to get your combo up. Okay. I'm gonna be super cautious, unfortunately. Oh cool, I got this attack. It's a good attack. Wait, oh shit! I didn't know that worked! Holy shit! So I guess that attack, even because the boss was dead, I guess that attack still creates projectiles. I wasn't even thinking about that. Holy shit, that rules. Okay. Well, we have to do this guy again. He's not too slow. I actually got a really good pattern last time, unfortunately. I'm looking at you. So, alas, I die when I did not have to, for a really silly reason. I'm really glad I know that, though, because that could be a problem. The issue is that attack's actually somewhat rare. I'm chasing you down as an orb attack, which is unfortunate because it's by far the best attack. It's rare, and he also has to choose the right color. There's a couple enemies that have that can spawn bullets after they die. Or not enemies, but bosses, and it's somewhat rare / a bug, as far as I can tell. Because normally when a boss dies, it will completely clear the screen. The only one that I know it's intentional is Guppy and Stu, the two worms. I feel bad because I was doing well. You know, I hadn't been hit, hadn't died. So I haven't really talked about the taunt. It comes into play in this fight, sort of. Not really because of the rocket. Oh, dang it. Try to build my meter as much as possible. So the taunt you can normally use for combo in this game. And aside from that, it doesn't really have a purpose, just like, you look cool. In this fight, because the crowd does not like me, if I taunt, I will actually get booed at and they'll throw stuff at me. If she taunts, they'll throw stuff at her. This is actually a mechanic in the fight, kind of. This is one of those attacks that I'm pretty sure was made possibly undodgeable if you get bad luck. This next phase is interesting because you think it's completely back to laser again. Because every time I shoot her, she'll teleport. And then I need to just constantly be moving to avoid having or getting shot by her laser. Oops. Getting shot's not really a problem. Now, the reason taunt would be mechanic, and if you notice I don't get stuff thrown at me anymore, is that as we've been fighting, and she used the audience to attack me, I don't know if you can tell, like, there's kitties and robots in the audience, the audience starts getting pissed off and stops fighting with her. But really what this phase is you just do the last phase again. Also, I did the wrong attack. Whoops. So it's the same skip as before, but normally you would use the taunt after she stops teleporting to hit her. And then that would let you get a couple hits in. But it's pretty slow and easy, so they don't do it. So you actually do take damage if you fall off. Oh, I don't take damage anymore. Nice. I did it like the second the damage flipped over. There's an invincibility period where you stop taking damage. You can also physics these roses. Alright, this is the epilogue. This is just a lot of boss fights. I think there's very little in between stage sections here. This is just, I think, 5 or 6 different bosses. Some of them come back from Bleed 1, but, like, they're not quite the same as a Bleed 1 boss for the most part. Like, they're all pretty varied up. This guy is not the same as his Bleed 1 counterpart, even though he does have a Bleed 1 counterpart. That attack, unfortunately, I like to play it risky, which has punished me right now. You kind of need to slow down every time he switches his sides to make sure you don't get hit, but I just like to usually just kind of get by. Unfortunately, dashing is incredibly risky too, because you'll definitely get hit if he changes it up. I'm slowing down time here because it might let me dodge that attack. Nice. There's a big old laser he shoots out, and if you don't slow down time there, you will have to either wait out the laser or get hit, because there's not enough cover. Oh, I did get hit. I couldn't see. No, I couldn't see my character. It's not fair. The slowdown time does zoom in, unfortunately, which is actually quite a big problem in certain sections. Making sure I don't get hit again. It's a fairly lengthy stage, so taking a lot of damage is not recommended. You don't take damage from that missile, which is nice. I like that. Of the bosses I'm scared of, this is actually the last boss I'm super terrified of. Every other boss is... It varies between, well, it's hard, but am I going to just get destroyed? This boss absolutely can destroy me. That's one of his attacks that will actually destroy me. Nice. He actually gave me, like, I think one of the easiest patterns I've ever seen from him. That missile attack is incredibly fast, and, like, even if you slow down time, it can still very easily hit you. This boss I'm scared of if I choke, and I've been kind of choky today, so we'll see. Essentially, it's a big kind of drill bot. No. Oh god. Okay. Should be able to get him now. Nice. Yeah, he's mostly just about positioning. You can very easily, like, I think the first time you fight him, you'll probably die on very hard, because the beams come out just super quickly, but if you know how they're coming, not too bad. I don't know if this is actually worth it. It's something I've been needing to math out. This boss is very mobile, and you can't really stay near him quite often, because especially because of one of his attacks. So I do like to use a lot of laser. Well, down to one hit. I saw myself miss that. I'm like, I'm just gonna die. Let's try that again. That was a warm up. So this is his attack. That like scares me. You can't shoot him with anything but the laser at that point. But he's also just so mobile that actually hitting him with the other guns is just difficult. Oh. You also can't hit him while he's flipping at all. Oh. Well, that's bleed too. Let's say time. There.
Let's say time.
There's like 2 seconds after the final screen. What was the final time?
Let's just say time. Sorry, 28:17.
Okay, that's about right. Yeah. Let's say time. I mean, I'm actually not sure because I don't normally run the story mode. It's okay, but
it's not that important anyway.
It's one of those like this is cool, but I like arcade a lot more. But arcade is so much riskier. I probably would have had a better arcade time because it's riskier, so I would have played safer, so I would have died less. But I think it's terrifying. So I'm glad the incentive. Yeah, I was bleed too. It's a really fucking good game. Enjoy the shit out of it. Also, it's not a Sonic fan game, so that makes it, I think we're just one step better.
Shut up.
Wait.
Don't put you in here to listen to your bullshit.
I mean, you put me in here explicitly to listen to my bullshit, I believe.
Shut.
Do I have like a minute to show something off?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. I mean, it's actually
By
just
all
in the
means.
credits, so you can keep dancing. We can keep up the banter.
I want to read a quick donation because I got one of those.
Oh, okay, go.
SKK donated $9 saying Chroma is dumb for running Toho before 9 a.m. Who the hell is awake before 9 a.m.? Anyway, talking about 9, here's $9 going to whatever it needs to. Also, which Tuhu would you hug? I wouldn't. They're all fucking monster girls who want to kill me.
Oh, if you look at the things, look, it's me. It's
Seriously?
me. Yeah, I'm in the things.
Why? What?
Uh,
I didn't know
I'm
that.
I'm pretty good friends with the developer.
This guy.
And I also speedran his other games, and he was super excited. Like he liked SGDQ, and then or GDQs, and I speedran them. His bleeds.
I actually didn't know that. That's really cute.
Yeah. Ian's a cool dude. But yeah. As for the twos, I'm glad we can come to an agreement that anime is garbage.
I mean, I'm the one who scheduled a Toho speedrun, so.
What have you done?
It was good.
That's it. I'm cutting stream. I'm out of here. I can't believe I ran here.
And he did. He actually did cut stream. The bastard. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go to intermission now. Thanks for that. That was good.